Okay, the very first category in this top 10 genre films is my favorite action movie, Die Hard. That's right. This was technically Bruce Willis's first movie off the TV show Moonlighting, which was a comedy. And first time I seen the trailers first, I'm like, Bruce Willis in an action role? Come on, because he was always doing comedy and shtick on Moonlighting, the TV show. So I didn't really take this seriously. The first movie that came out technically was Blind Date with Bruce Willis, which was a comedy done by Blake Edwards. And then he did another comedy with Blake Edwards called Sunset. Die Hard was technically the first movie he made, but because of editing and probably special effects and all this other crap, it took longer to get out. Now, this movie was released in July of 1988, so technically, this movie is a summer movie, summer blockbuster movie, not a Christmas one. And this was like Bruce Willis's first movie and Alan Rickman's first movie. And the rest of the cast is just great. Perfect picks for everybody. And I think that's all I got to say. If you haven't seen Die Hard yet, what rock have you been under? My next movie in this genre tag is going to be Jurassic Park. That's right, the original Jurassic Park. First time I seen this movie, I was hooked. And at the time, dinosaurs was a big thing. And yeah, I got on that bandwagon and I seen this movie, the second and third. I love them. As far as Jurassic Worlds are concerned, I liked the first one, but the second one, it was a steaming pile of dino crap. Um, this movie, Jurassic Park, the OG film of the series, had a great cast of characters. You had Jeff Goldblum, Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and others are in this movie as well. The adventure of them going across this island to get to safety, just fantastic. And you see all the different dinosaurs, following them, and it's just fantastic. If you haven't seen Jurassic Park yet, please do so. It is a classic beyond classic. Don't be one of those people that, well, I've seen Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Why do I need to see Jurassic Park? Because it's a hell of a lot better than both of those movies combined. That's right. So for adventure, I picked Jurassic Park from 1993. Okay, for animation, I picked Coco, Disney Pixar's Coco. The first time I seen this movie I didn't see this at theater. I seen it on Blu-ray for the first time, and just the animation alone just blew me away with all the little details and all the little just stuff that you could see. Just blew my mind. Dante, really good addition to the Disney dogs. And the characters in the movie, very funny, likable. And as far as stories are concerned, it teaches you a lot about the Mexican culture, on how they do the Day of the Dead, and remember people by putting their pictures up, saying their names. I respect that. That I liked. Really just blew me away about how they treat their ancestors. Um, Yeah. So Coco is one of my favorite animated movies. Um, if you haven't seen it, what are you waiting on? Go see it. It will blow you away with the animation. It's from 2017. This happens to be my favorite genre out of all the genres listed in this tag. It is comedy. I could just do a top 10 comedy tag for this, but comedy, the number one comedy of my favorite comedy of all times. It's a mad, 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 mad world, and you got a cast that is classic beyond classic. You got Buddy Hackett, you got Phil Silvers, you got Sid Caesar, you got Mickey Rooney. The list goes on and on. Jonathan Winters was great in this. You even got cameos from the Three Stooges and other old comedians just here and there. And if you have not seen this movie, I highly recommend to pick up the Criterion version because they did a lot of editing on this, trying to put back scenes, and the scenes that they could not complete. Say there was a scene with sound, but there was no picture to it. They would take stills and play the audio to it, and there you go, scene's constructed again. Or if they had a scene with the film, it was video but no audio, they would put the scene in there with subtitles. The original version of this movie was a roadshow version done for Cinerama. And Cineramas, there's like, I think, 2 left in this country. And the Cinerama version was a roadshow version. And it was 3 hours and 30 minutes. And at 3 hours and 30 minutes, there's a lot of stuff still missing. A lot of stars. Like, there's a Buster Keaton scene that's still missing. And there's some other stuff that got cut for the theatrical version when they had to show it in actual theaters. But it is a great film. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend to check it out. Now, the Criterion version even adds in the intermission. And it's not just a scene of intermission on the screen. It says intermission and whatever. It does say intermission, but it also has the cop calls on it. So in the speakers of the theater, you would hear the cops talking about what the situation is with the characters, where they're at, what they're doing. It's fantastic. It was the first time I heard that for this movie, and I think everyone should just enjoy that little part too. That's basically all I have to say about this movie. But if you're looking for a classic comedy, check out It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World. Yeah. For comic book movie, I had to pick a classic, as the original Superman movie. Now, I have the Superman double feature here, which is Superman the movie special edition, which adds in a little bit more extended scenes to it, and Superman the movie extended cut, which is the 3-hour long television version, which only aired once, and it was a 2-night event. The theatrical version I do not have. You could find that in the box set of the Christopher Reeve Superman set, or you could get it on Blu-ray, not Blu-ray, 4K, and get the actual theatrical release. The actual theatrical release is shorter than 2 hours and 31 minutes. It's about 2 hours and 15 maybe. So, yeah, there's 3 versions floating around there, and you get one of each. Now, I grew up with this film. I seen it on TV many times. First time I seen it was on VHS. We rented it. And then from there, it went to cable, watched all the time. And then I watched on free TV. So it's got a long history in my childhood seeing this movie. And Christopher Reeve beautifully played Superman and Clark Kent, and will always be Superman to me. All right, for the horror genre, I picked one of my favorites. It's not one of the best horror movies in town, but it is one of my favorites. Graveyard Shift from Stephen King. It is a story about a man who just got out of jail looking for a job, and he decides to get a job at this factory, and they hire him doing the work during the day, but they needed people for a night shift, the graveyard shift, and he took it. Paid more, I think. I don't remember. I haven't seen this movie in a while. But from there, the foreman told people in there, said, I need people to clean the basement because we're going to be using the basement for storage and other things. And we're going to be cleaning that out. And they found out while cleaning, they have a rat problem in there. And that's what was causing the machines to stick and stuff not to work because the rats got stuck in the machinery. And then they found out that there's a big rat problem. A really giant rat lives down there. Yes, there's like a hole in the wall or something. So, the rest of the premise of the movie is they have to get this rat and kill him. So, yeah, that's one of my favorite movies, horror movies from Stephen King's Graveyard Shift. For drama, I picked Henry Fonda in 12 Angry Men. Now, this movie is just fantastic. I've seen it so many times in high school, even in junior high. It's about 12 jurors trying to find out if this teenage boy is innocent or guilty of a murder. And they're all arguing and, trying to get out of there because one's got tickets to a baseball game, one's got another thing, one's got a grudge against his son, so he's taking it out on this boy. And this film is kind of like a bottle movie, or it was only in one spot, and that would be the jury room where they're discussing the movie. And then you have another set next to it, which was the bathroom, washroom, which they go in there, wash up, and stuff like that. Other than that, this movie is just a basic premise movie about how the judicial system works. And yeah, so if you haven't seen 12 Angry Men yet, there's a Criterion version. There's this, I got the UK version. It's from 1957. And it's not really an out-of-date movie. It's more or less, you can watch this anytime, and it doesn't matter. It's just a great freaking drama. And I highly recommend it. For romance, I had to pick this movie because every time I watch it, at the end of the movie, it makes me cry, and I break down like a little baby. It is The Fault in Our Stars. Two people that have health issues, and one had cancer. He lost his leg to it, and the other one has some sort of lung issue, and she needs to be hooked up to an oxygen machine at all times. Um, it is a beautifully filmed movie, and these two fall for each other, and it's just, it's like anybody's got hope. No matter if you're sick, no matter if you're healthy, whatever, you will find love. And this movie blew me away the first time I seen it, and every time I see it now, I just tear up. The Fault in Our Stars. If you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend checking it out. And it was from 2014. And this is the extended cut I'm showing right here, but I haven't seen it yet. So maybe one day I'm going to have to recheck this movie out just for the extended scene. The theatrical is beautiful. I don't know what they added in the extended, but yeah, I highly recommend The Fault in Our Stars. Beautifully filmed, beautiful story. The cast is great. And yes, these two actors that are in the movie was both in the Divergent series. So there you go. My favorite romance movie, The Fault in Our Stars. Alright, for my sci-fi pick, I picked one that is a pretty obscure, underrated sci-fi movie, The Explorers, with River Phoenix and Ethan Hawke. Now, Ethan Hawke is friends with River Phoenix in the movie. River Phoenix is more like a wannabe scientist in this movie, and he keeps getting these messages from space, but he don't know what they say or what they do, but they're from aliens. And over the course of the movie, they build this spaceship and want to go visit these aliens. And they find them. They make contact. That's all I'm going to say about that. But if you have not seen The Explorers, it is coming out on Blu-ray from Shout Select May 25th. So you could check it out for yourself. The DVD version is out of print now. And it has 2 deleted scenes in it. But the actual Blu-ray that's coming out from Shout actually has 2 cuts of the film on it, which I'm excited to see. It's a movie from 1985, and this was played in Chicago a hell of a lot on local stations when there was a rain delay in a baseball game or just no sports to show locally. They would put this movie on a Saturday or Sunday. So, highly recommend for people to check out The Explorers with River Phoenix. The last genre in this top 10 genre tag is a Western. Posse. Great film. Underrated film. I used to watch this on cable when it was on a hell of a lot. TV rarely showed this one, but it stars Mario Van Peebles, but it also is directed by him as well. And it also has stars Stephen Baldwin and Billy Zane. Blair Underwood is in this. Tone Loc. Countless numbers of other people. And Reginald Van Johnson, if you know who that is, he is from Family Matters. He played Carl Winslow, and he was also in Die Hard. This is a movie about a black regiment under Billy Zane. The character Billy Zane was playing the commander of that regiment, and pretty much he betrayed them and he screwed them over, so they went their separate ways. Well, now Billy Zane's character is after them, trying to find them and either arrest them or kill them. I don't remember. I need to watch this film again. And it's just, you know, they go from town to town doing their own thing. And it just blew me away the first time I seen it. And if you are interested in Westerns, I highly recommend you look this up on Amazon, eBay, and get yourself a copy. I don't know if this is out in the UK, because I know this is not all region. But find yourself a copy, watch it. I recommend it because I guess you will enjoy this movie, and it's something really different, something that has not been made ever since. So, Posse, and this is the last category in this top 10 movie genre for this video. If you have any comments or questions about anything I showed, feel free to list them below, or get a hold of me on Instagram at movieedge1. And if you want to do your own tag, hey, feel free. I already tagged a couple of people, and they know who they are already. And well, you know, it was fun doing this. I'll probably do it again if I get tagged in a video. This is not going to be the style of video that is going to change my channel. No, I just wanted to do something different for this video. So, this is Movie Edge signing off, saying, yeah, movie genres are your best entertainment. Yeah.